Hello, and here we are again with another review, this time of the Hornby Railroad Class 37 in what is probably my favourite livery, which is regional railways, which of course was a sector of British Railways during the latter years of its existence. I think this livery looks particularly good on the 37, as I'm sure you'll agree, just from looking at it now. And it also looks good on the Mark II coaches of Hornby's, which are just over there. But let's just have a look and see if the detail on this locomotive actually matches its good looks livery-wise. So if we come over here, you've got the nice horns on the roof there. You've got the grill just on there with the fake fan under there, which I think is moulded. I believe it looks it. But you have got all these rivets which you can feel, and they go right down the roof, over the doors, moulded handrails and everything there, and the exhausts. This is probably a good time to mention it. This loco is quite old. It's, well, I say quite old, 7 or 8 years old. And I did buy it pre-owned, which means it's not in the greatest condition. But for 45 quid, it was quite a good price. So, you know, you can forgive the odd breakage, such as the horns at this end. You've got the little doors over the bonnet there. Again, these rivets are feelable, if that's a word. Although the door itself is rather crude. You can see you got the grills on the side, which are perfectly moulded. Well, I say that as in they are moulded, no debate about it. Yeah, they're quite basic. These grills down here are very similar in that sense. They are moulded and not painted in their own separate colour. They are just the same colour. Okay, sorry folks, just a slight interruption there. But as I was saying, these are painted in the exact same colour as the rest of the body, the pad it's on. As is that one just under that little window. You can commend it at least on actually having windows, and not just having a space, as some other locos do. Though that would be quite poor on a diesel loco like this. Maybe it's slightly acceptable on a small beginner's loco like the 08 there, which just seems to be constantly there at the moment for every video I film. Bit of a poor bit of focus there. There isn't an awful lot more to say on the side. Because it's pre-owned, it didn't come with any instructions, so I then actually go inside, try and get inside this loco, because I don't know how to take the body off. So if anybody has knows how to do that, then that'd be great if you could tell me, please. I assume it's probably these clips that need to be disengaged, but I don't know, so I'm not going to try. Again, those grills are the same as that one. They are painted at least, so that's an improvement on the other ones. The nose, I mean, that just looks the part, really. I mean, I don't know if it's supposed to look like that or what. Okay, I'm really sorry. Somebody's just called me on my phone. I had no idea who it was, but I seem to get these calls because it wasn't originally my phone. Yeah, where was I? The nose. The nose looks really good. It looks imposing, as I assume it probably should. The buffer beam, I don't know if you can see that there, but there isn't an awful lot to see anyway. It's not great. The buffers are not sprung, they're plastic and fixed and rather ugly. The lights, as you can see, these front ones look like they light up, but they don't, really annoyingly. I got a feeling you may be supposed to light up on DC, like without a chip. But because it's got a chip in it, which it has, they don't work. I don't know, you'll have to confirm that for me if you've got one that's DC or you just know. But I'm pretty sure those red ones don't work at all. You have got the little electric warning signs on the nose there, and I believe that's the same on the other end. Yep. The couplings, as you can see there, do come out. I've kept that one in but taken that one out. I don't know if they're actually NEM or whether they're just removable, but either way. Although there is one major criticism on while we're down here that I have. It does have traction tyres. I don't know if you can see that there. The rubber tyre on that wheel and then that wheel. It's there. Might be able to see the difference on that front one between the wheel on the left, which doesn't have a traction tyre, and the wheel on the right, which does. And I'm sure you can see all that dust as well. And that did very little. Just quickly onto the livery. In fact, no, before I do that, I'll just talk you through why the traction tyres are bad. They're bad because when they burst, as they have on my coach rail locomotive, they're hard to find and replace. And I'm sure they're probably quite costly as well. They also aren't very good for running, and they spread dirt on the tracks a lot more easily, similar to plastic wheels, which is why I don't like plastic wheels. So they're the main reasons they're bad, just very briefly there. So onto the livery. It's nicely executed, as we've already said. The livery is very nice, with the Regional Railways branding there, and the little BR sign, I don't know if you can see it, next to the S. I'm sure you can. The number is 37414, and that's on... Oh no, I thought it was on both ends of the cab. Evidently not. But it is on the other side as well, just there. Which side is it? On the same side? No, either end. Right, okay. But there isn't an awful lot to say. We've got the yellow nose ends, and we've already been through the grills and how poorly they're coloured, most of them, and the rest are just really bad anyway. The door is, as you can see, quite sunk into the body, with the moulded handrails and door handle there, which is at least separately painted. And that's the same on both ends and both sides. But the livery is very nice, if you ask me. And for railroad models, it is often one of the strong points. It's simplified, but it does still look very nice, as Regional Railways always does. The last thing I'll just say quickly is on the, I don't know if you can see it there, but inside, you can see the little windscreen wipers on the windows there as well, which are also moulded, I think, and part of the glass. But inside there is no cab, you just see straight through to the motor. It's hard to see on this, but you just see straight into the inside. I'm sorry, I'll get my finger out of the way. Yeah, you do just see straight into the motor and everything inside the body there. So, without wasting any more time, I think we'll get the Regional Railway. Oh, sorry. We'll get the Regional Railways on the track. She is DCC, as I've already said a couple of times. So she's running on the outer loop. If you are wondering how I can have DC and DCC loops, which is what one person has already asked me, I will do a video on that if you want. It's hardly rocket science, it's like major discoveries, but once you get your head around it, it's easy to understand, and it's very easy to do. It just involves these little point clips. So anyway, get in good position, and I'll get my finger out of the way again. I keep forgetting where the actual camera lens thing is. Sorry about the weight shakiness as well. There we go. She pulls away. Well, I was about to say no problem. I assume I must have coupled her right. They check. We didn't see any problems. Aye. Hold on a minute, right. Just a second. I'm not seeing any problems. We don't usually have this problem with this loco, and I don't know what this is all about. Well, let's try again. Right, there we go. It's about middle speed. She has momentum thingy on her. She can do in my controller, so that's why she's quite slow getting started. That's supposed to happen. She's slow stopping as well, so that should be fun when we try to stop her. Right, she's off now. Okay, so there she is. She runs very, very smoothly, as you can no doubt see. She's got a very quiet motor, and the main noise you can hear is the sound of her on the tracks. She just looks really, really nice on the tracks, if you ask me. I just think she really does look the part through Countryside Corner. Past the water tower, that's new. I'll also be doing a quick thing on that buffer stop there, the buffer stop light. Try and get way past the station. There we go. Get in position for the signal box. Oh yes. So I think what I'm gonna do is a little extra thing for you. Is get those coaches on the back of her. Okay, I'm back, and we now have the two coaches on the track. So we've got a composite coach there, both Mark IIs, and second brake. So we'll reverse the 37 round, and we'll couple her up. She's on the way now. Starting up, here she comes. A bit rough. Like I say, she's quite hard to control the speed of with this realistic momentum thing, but it's worth it. These coaches are quite robust as well, so I shouldn't have problems with that. And let's get it going. So I probably won't speak for this bit, and I'll just get you some shots of her going around the layout with the coaches. Okay, so if we just bring her to a stop. There she is. I might have stopped her a bit too early there. Just keep creeping forwards. There we go. Okay, so there she is. Stick her on the pedestal and I'll show it for a minute. Okay, so that's the Regional Railways 37 by Hornby. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.